If you enjoy eating fried rice, then see how easy it is to cook on this newest episode of Out Loud Geek. Welcome to another episode of Out Loud Geek, where we discuss science fiction, fantasy, cooking, the outdoors, and more. Today on Out Loud Geek, I will be cooking fried rice, using 2 cups of cooked rice that I prepared yesterday and have in the refrigerator. To that, I will be adding 1.5 cups of frozen peas and carrots, 1.5 cups of frozen chicken bites, 2 eggs, 1 medium-sized onion, soy sauce, oyster sauce, and garlic, as well as sesame oil, but only used very sparingly because it's very potent. First thing I will do is to chop up the onion, which will be very similar to the process that I followed when I made chili. So the first thing to do is rinse the onion off under cold water, and then to cut off the ends that you don't want. And then to peel off the skin, which doesn't taste very good. Now I'm going to cut the onion in fourths, and then I'm going to put it into the chopper that I used before, because that makes things so much easier. So like so, and like so. Put the first quarter in, and then press down hard. And now the onion is fully chopped and ready to cook. Next, I'm going to break the eggs and scramble them up. And now just scramble them up. I'm now heating a wok up to, I'm using about a 3 on my stove, maybe a little bit over, and I'm going to put in about 1 tablespoon of butter. Let the butter melt. Let it coat the bottom of the wok. I can see it bubbling away. So the first thing that gets cooked is the egg. So I'm going to pour that in. And you don't add anything to the egg. Okay, well, the egg is cooked. So now I'm going to remove it by putting it into a temporary bowl because I don't want it to continue cooking. Now I'm going to add another tablespoon of butter to the wok. And the next thing to get cooked is the chopped onion. So I'm going to open up the chopper, like I showed when I did the chili, and pour that into the wok. So that it can start to saute. Because it's raw, it needs to be cooked first. Okay, now that the onion is getting mostly cooked, I'm going to go ahead and add about 1 tablespoon of garlic. You can also use cloves of garlic, but I prefer just to use minced garlic that's already prepared. There's the garlic. Get that stirred around in there. You don't have to use garlic if you don't like it. You don't have to use onions if you don't like it. But this makes for a really tasty fried rice. Okay, now that the onion is fairly well sauteed, I'm going to add the frozen peas and meat, which will thaw very quickly in the wok. I'm also heating the cold cooked rice so that it won't be completely cold when I put it into the wok. Now I'm going to put the egg back in that I took out earlier. Get that all mixed in. And now it's time to start putting in the rice. Mix that up first. Now it's starting to look like fried rice. Now I'll go ahead and add the rest of the rice. Most recipes for fried rice want you to use rice that you cooked the day before and then cooled in the refrigerator overnight because it helps to remove moisture that was in the rice. And so it makes it a little bit tastier. It doesn't mean that you can't use rice that you just cooked, but because I've done that as well, but the results with this can be pretty good as well. This is a blending of the oyster sauce and soy sauce. Break up any little chunks of rice that's stuck together so that it's all evenly blended to the best of your ability. And one last flavoring to go in. I'm going to put in a little bit of sesame oil. You only want to use a very small amount of this because it's very potent. Probably no more than half a teaspoon, if even that. And you want to get that well mixed in. It's very aromatic, so as soon as you put the sesame oil in, you can really smell it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is fried rice. I am now going to turn off the stove and move this over to a cooler spot. Something else you can do that is purely optional is to put some diced green onion on top of the cooked fried rice. So you don't want that. And now I'm going to plate. Now I'm going to put the green onion on top. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is a beautiful bowl of fried rice. Bon appetit. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button below. And if you'd like to see more of our videos in the future, please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. And please feel free to leave a comment. Until next time, this is Out Loud Geek.